if you're thinking about changing jobs, because sometimes it can feel like everyone around you is being promoted and you're being forgotten. Now, the old cliche says it's a squeaky wheel that gets the oil. Is it true? Career expert Laurel McLeod joins me now. Look, how many times do you see this when you're in a job and you see someone else get a promotion and you think, for God's sake, I'm better than that, or they don't deserve it, and it drives you mad. Well, if you're good at something, will you automatically get recognised, or do you have to literally be the squeaky wheel?
Do you know, sometimes people are too good at something. I was speaking to someone just this week who was raving about one of his team members, and I said, oh, you could put her into a particular role that he also has. He said, he looked at me in horror and said, I can't let her out of that role. She's too good for me there. And so we often get well-meaning bad advice, which is work really hard, but sometimes you work yourself so hard, they don't want to move you anywhere else because you're too good.
So what does someone in that position do?
Well, I think they've got to get a little bit savvy and start to understand and have the communication with their boss, and first of all, let them know that they do want to move out of that job.
Is it about sucking up to the people who, people in a position to promote you?
Sometimes, like you say, when you see all those other people around you, you might think, yeah, they're just the suck-ups. I think what it is about talking to the right people and providing them value. I remember I once worked with someone I was actually owning the company with her. She called me an employee bloody clock watcher. And to a certain extent I wasn't taking a look at the bigger picture. It's probably one of those words you don't like, bigger picture, Mark. And so really you've got to just look at where else you could be adding value in that organisation.
What do you need? I mean, is it always about, people talk about leadership and leadership qualities. For promotion, is that what they're looking for?
Yeah.
Or could it just be that you can take on more responsibilities? You don't have to want to run the company at the end of the day.
Well, you've got the individual contributors, so they are the ones who might be able to take on more and be effective. But if you want to be part of that company, like the true vision of it, then yes, the leadership skills are important, and it's those soft skills. It really does come down to confidence.
What's a soft skill?
Well, if you're thinking someone's at the social club, for example, and they don't even have the guts to go and have a conversation with someone on the leadership team, well, they're not going to be recognised. They're going to be noticed, where someone else who turns up, has an engaging conversation, is going to be on the radar.
I tell you something I've seen, and Jim and I are talking about this before, both of us have seen this in various places, people who get promoted to get rid of them. They're in a job, they can't get rid of them. How are we going to get rid of this turkey? Oh no, we'll promote them, we'll put them in, or help them. They might apply for another job and they're going, fantastic, glowing reference, I would grab this person straight away. So instead of saying you're no good and get rid of you, they praise them and give them rewards just to make them someone else's problem.
I mean, I find that absolutely extraordinary, and it's only ever going to be, I know, and it's just only ever going to be a short-term fix if they're working for your company. So absolutely crazy. Have the straight conversation. Look at developing them or get them out.
Is there such a thing as making too much noise? I mean, can you make a pest to yourself going, why not me, listen to me, why don't you, give me a promotion?
Absolutely. If you're not full of substance, if you're sitting there and displaying egotistical behaviour, for example, then no one's going to want that, because they're going to look at you also as what kind of person you're going to be like to work for.
All right. Your top tips then for anyone thinking, yeah, I'm not getting a fair shake, what should I do?
Well, I think it's like, don't just focus on working too hard, and sometimes it's actually savvy to say no, because people will look at you pushing back. I think have the right relationships with the right people, so get known, and also just develop those soft skills. So be confident and take initiative, offer to host the children's Christmas party, something as simple as that. I once offered to document the processes for a help desk I was working on. That got me to become a consultant in that organisation, always looking at ways to do things differently.
Hey, I volunteered as Santa and look what happened to me.